Good evening, wrestling fans from the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan. This is AWL Golden War. Happy Golden Week, everybody! And we are starting off with a four-faction tag team scramble. Lots of wins up for grabs tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for up to 7 falls because it is a four-way scramble match. Introducing first Mickey Bear with the ring, representing the United Empire, the Astral TJP, and the new NJPW World Television Champion, the Imperial Unit, Jeff Paul.
On a night when Will Ospreay will make his first defense of the AWL Grand Championship in the main event, the rest of the United Empire has business to conduct. And of course, we have to deal with the fact that the two really contesting leadership, the contesting philosophies in New Japan Pro Wrestling are trying to team up tonight.
Introducing next, your winner, son from the Kings, and Storm of the Cloud.
And before we get any further into this, as you can probably tell, wrestling fans, my voice is pretty much shot. I probably should not be recording this, but I really want to try and get this episode out for Golden Week, for the Sunday, for it should be May 5th as you're watching this. It's certainly the morning of May 5th as I'm recording it. So if the voice sounds a little bit weird, or if the commentary is a little bit light and I'm not actually talking for an hour and a half, that would be why. Zombo no Yaiba and Gyokdo working together representing the Pit. In the Scramble match, all members of all four teams are legal at once. If you pin the second member of another team, you get a victory, a point, if you will, for your team.
Introducing next, taking her with the ring, from the fashion capital of the world, the beautiful boy, Ikemen Karo, and from the Death Match Circus, Satoshi Kobu, give the off. Ningen Damashi.
To approach the end of the season, just don't know the name. Word that will happen during the off-season. And now a team that has been long distracted by other matters than focusing on their tag team.
Introducing next, taking his with the ring, from the Black Tiger Dojo, Giant Tiger.
As always, the Black Tigers, who feel that they have been neglected by the wrestling world ever since the unification with the Golden School. They always come out separately. They always come out individually whenever there's more than one of them actually wrestling. Mainly because they want to have as much camera time as possible. So, if you want to skip forward a couple of seconds, I wouldn't mind. Just a couple clicks worth.
And finally, also taking his with the ring, from his queen's servant, Night Tiger, giving me on the Black Tiger.
Bang a gong, we are on. This is the Animated Wrestling League Late Spring Supercard. It is the Golden War. all 8 wrestlers are legal at the same time. Everyone fights everyone. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications, pinfall, or submission in the ring only, to eliminate someone. If you eliminate the second member of an opposing tag team, no matter who eliminated the first, that is considered a victory for your team. In the event of a time limit draw, any wins and losses accumulated thus far will count. Any wrestlers still alive, it will be a push. Beautiful moonsault there by Knight's Tiger for the 1-2, and Gyokdo. If he wasn't, I think, dead already, that probably would have killed him. The Dark Rabbit of the Moon. Oh, nice flying kick. I think he might have been going for a super kick, but he lost his balance. Ikementaro getting DDT'd now by TJP. Taking a quick look at the win-loss records for this particular group. Black Tiger and Mingen Damashi currently in this match at -1 in their win-loss records. That means 4 lost per win. Unfortunately for them, the United Empire, even under the Imperial rule, 2-4, meaning they're at -2 this season, because they've had a lot of tag team matches and haven't won any of them. The Pit has yet to win a single tag team match. They are 0-4, putting them at the bottom of the win-loss rankings. So any and every team can greatly improve their standings. And of course, everybody except the Pit will drag themselves into the positive side of the ledger. That would almost guarantee them a shot. During the off-season, in the 4-4 tournament, tag team rankings, unlike your singles and career ranks, those reset every year, the tag team rankings do. So every season we hold a tournament with the top 4 ranked from the previous season to find our new AWL Best 4 for the men's and women's tag team division. The men's tag team titles will be defended a little bit later tonight as House Classic makes their 3rd title defense against Tiger Mask W, and you know that's got to be burning the Black Tigers because they're in the opening match. They're fighting in a scramble. They're trying to get some wins under their belt. Meanwhile, their hated rivals are challenging for championships. This is not where the Black Tigers wanted to be at this point in the Tigers' War. Speaking of the Tigers' War, a little bit later tonight, we have got brother versus brother. The Tiger Brothers explode, whatever you want to call it. PM3 versus Black Tiger Justice. I'm looking forward to that. Nice takedown. Wait a minute. Jeff Cobb in big trouble here. And of course, beating a New Japan champion in a non-title match. Even this kind of a crazy, almost a Rambo-style match. Default hardcore rules. That might not necessarily guarantee you a shot at that championship, but it could get you into the conversation. Just like Eddie Kingston getting pinned in a trios match by Andre the Giant Panda led to a title defense that you will see a little bit later tonight. That will be under New Japan rules. Sombo no Yaiba shipping some heavy equipment. Oh, down goes Giant Tiger, I think, took the brunt of that. And now TJP getting whacked. Why do we even have the stairs around the ring anymore? I mean, well, actually, I do know why, because a lot of people still use them. Nearly a quarter of the way through the time limit already, and there has not been a single pinfall or submission. Frankly, most people are not trying. Someone up top, Satoshi Toba, okay. And Ikementaro seems to have this habit of just going after the biggest, baddest dogs in the yard right now. I don't blame him. I think that's actually a really good strategy in a match like this. Try to eliminate the heavier member, the more muscular member of the bookend tag team. And you can focus on the smaller, more athletic guys. And wow, Jeff Cobb getting clocked.
Welcome,
Not sure if you heard that, but 5 minutes have elapsed. Gyoto gonna fly with a spear off of the top rope. And as much as the carnage going on at ringside is always interesting to watch, focus on what's happening in the ring, because that's the only place that pinfalls and submissions count. That's why senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family is remaining in the ring, focusing his attention on what's happening there. Endless light on the outside. I'll keep you updated on what's going on the outside. You focus on what's going on in the ring. These matches are always chaotic. My voice is hanging by a thread. We need to work together here. Choke slam. And I thought that could have gone directly into a cover. It didn't. Sombo no Yaiba, the blade that cuts between life and death. Looking to send Knight's Tiger across the river, but no. Knight's Tiger fights out of it as Gyoto escapes around the world on on Giant Tiger, it looks like. Knight's Tiger showing his impressive agility and body control. Two very necessary aspects. Black Tiger suplex, hold, has the waistlock. 1, 2, kick out by the beautiful boy, Ikementaro. Ikementaro powders to the outside, grabs himself a couple of minutes. But time is a factor here. We've got 13 minutes and 22 seconds remaining on this clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more matches coming at you tonight. Main event, of course. Will Ospreay defends the Grand Championship for the very first time against the complete Canadian National Champion Kid Canada. 2 out of 3 falls. That's going to be the main event. The Tiger Brothers explode. That's going to be your semi-final. Wakazaki I will be defending the AWL Joshi Championship. The Classics, House Classic, depending on cover. 1, 2, kick out. House Classic defend against Tiger Mask W. The AWL World Tag Team titles on the line there. And of course the NJPW Strong Openweight Championship. Eddie Kingston defends against a Giant Panda from China, because they're all from China. And of course, the match that has been a buzz in the AWL fandom lately. Apparently, Orange Cassidy is going to wrestle Fire Ant. And I don't know how that works. If you know, you know. But you know what? Sometimes in wrestling, you just gotta shrug your shoulders and go with it. Taking a look now, less than 12 minutes remaining here. Golden War, the longest running AWL Supercard event. We started this one back in Season 0, is what we were calling at the time a click-per-view, or CPV. Celebrating the Golden Week holiday. For those of you outside of Japan who don't know what Golden Week is, there's a series of 4 or 5 national holidays that, if the weekend lines up correctly, can result in the vast majority of Japan getting 4 or 5 days of holiday, of not going to work. And that only happens once a year, and even then, it doesn't happen every year. So the Golden Week, you're going to see a lot of wrestling shows around this time. Wrestling Dontaku for one. Oh, what do we have? Uh-oh. We got ladders, we got tables. Our international announce team having to duck that ladder flying over their heads. Flat slab of wood, and these are Japanese tables, ladies and gentlemen. These things do not break all that easily. They're more useful as blunt weaponry. DDT by Knight's Tiger. Meanwhile, back in the ring, vertical suplex from the NJPW World's Television Champion, defeating Zack Sabre Jr. at Night 1 of Wrestling Dontaku to make that happen. Of course, that happened after I filmed this, so he doesn't have his belt with him. You'll see him with the belt on tie. Black Tiger drop into the cover. TJP in trouble. 2. Wait a minute, an interruption, but the count is being maintained, and the referee's going to count that as 3.
TJP has been eliminated. Jippin kick. 10 minutes past.
Halfway through the time limit, and we've only had 1 elimination, and it is the man who claims to be the new leader of the United Empire Japan faction. And now Jeff Cobb, left alone, he is absolutely in trouble. He has got a target on his back. Choke slam onto the table, onto the edge of the table. That's going to do damage to the spine of the beautiful boy, Ikementaro, of Ningen Damashi, who recently entered rivalry with the very kind assistance of the organization formerly known as Zaidan J. Cover 1, 2, at least I think formerly known. I don't know what's going on in the offices of Zaidan J right now. Stepping on the ears of Night Tiger. And a bit of a blatant low blow there by Satoshi Tobu, but that's completely legal in a scramble match, because I can't find a way to turn on disqualifications in a match like this. Simple but effective. The pump handle slam nearly eliminates Death himself. And remember that Sombo no Yaiba right now is the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4 for the AWL Grand Championship. This match will not affect that ranking. Singles matches do not affect tag team rankings. And when it comes to the best 4, tag matches don't really affect your singles rank either. But whoever, if anyone, pins Sombo no Yaiba tonight, they could earn themselves a fight for 4, though they would not reduce the Reaper himself by rank. I don't know what just went clang there, but it sounded expensive. Less than 8 minutes now on the clock, plenty of time. Especially in a match like this, where fatigue is a factor. The later we get into these matches, the more common it's going to be for these pinfalls and submissions to start coming rapid fire. Boom, boom, boom. And I think, yep, that was a steel chair. There's Clunk, the head of the Dark Rabbit of the Moon. Nobody in the ring right now, so nobody technically at risk of being eliminated. Cobb realizing he's in trouble. And Jeff Cobb going after one of the few men in the world bigger than him. Certainly one of the few men wrestling in Japan who are bigger than him. 7 minutes and change now as Satoshi Tobu, who grew up in this. More than a 10-year career in the Japanese independent deathmatch circuit. He knows how to swing a frickin' steel chair. 7 minutes remaining now. This is just match number 1, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a crazy night here in the Animated Wrestling League. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 titles on the line. 3 of them are even ours. We've got an impossible match, which I believe is coming up next. We've got brother versus brother in a war zone. And everything to play for now in the tag team division. Right now, nobody has accumulated any points, I might add. Because you have to eliminate the... oh, wait a minute! Dokugiri by Sombo no Yaiba. Didn't know that was a trick he even knew. 1, 2, 3. Someone's been eliminated. It's Gyokto. Gyokto's out.
Gyokto has been eliminated.
So now, Jeff Cobb and Sombo no Yaiba are vulnerable. Pin or submit either one of those monsters, and you will earn a victory for your team in the AWL win-loss records of the Tag Team Division. But you've only got 6 minutes to do it in. Little less than that, actually. And everybody outside the ring, Gyokto now coming to his feet, realizing he's still there. Ikementaro back to his feet, that mask that he uses to prevent the besmirchment of his visage might have provided some protection against the deadly mist of Sombo no Yaiba. Both of the Black Tigers not exactly on the ropes, but up against the barricade. And Ningen Damashi, the only wrestler still standing. Satoshi Tobu not been eliminated. I don't know why he was walking up the ramp there. But we are down to 6.
15 minutes. 15
And an extra Shinai has been brought into play that goes flying. By the way, by buying your ticket to an AWL event, you did essentially enter into a hold harmless agreement. So that if you get hit in the head by a randomly flying steel chair, not our fault. Is that really enforceable? Probably not. But we're going to work under the assumption you don't have money for a lawyer. Honestly, I'm trying not to be WWE. I really am not. I am trying to be more AEW about it. Okay, 4.5 minutes remain. Swipe, swing and a miss. Into the cover. Inside the ring. Knight's Tiger in trouble. Sombo no Yaiba, who is vulnerable, so is Jeff Cobb. Oh no, there's no way Jeff Cobb's gonna cross the Sansu River. And then again, maybe not. Literal inhuman strength by the blade that cuts between life and death. 1, 2, 3. No. Unbelievable. I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. And still, Jeff Cobb kicks out of it. Knight's Tiger in trouble. Knight's Tiger may be going for something big here. What's he thinking? Kick to the midsection. Oh my goodness, again on the super heavyweight. Knight's Tiger Bomb! Couldn't Nelson the shoulders there, but 1, 2, 3.
Jeff Cobb has been eliminated. 1 point to the Black Tigers.
And just like that, the Black Tigers change their destiny in the Animated Wrestling League.
3 minutes. 3 minutes left.
The Black Tigers pick up their first win in tag team action, at least this combination of the Black Tigers. Right now, we have an intact Black Tiger team. We have an intact Ningen Damashi team. And there's the Sparkle Splash, but no! Knight's Tiger able to roll away from it. And we got Sombo no Yaiba on his own. Less than 3 minutes now, less than 2.5 actually. I don't know if we're going to get to a complete winner here, but remember, any points that are accumulated, any wins or losses that are registered still count, even if we go to a time limit draw. Ikementaro, another attempt at that Sparkle Splash on Knight's Tiger, and this time he hits it!
2 minutes left.
1, 2, 3!
Knight's Tiger has been eliminated.
And just like that, Ningen Damashi, the human soul, the only intact tag team in the last 2 minutes of the bout. They've defeated Tigers and they've overcome Tigers and Demons and international coalitions. That is the power of the human soul, the Ningen Damashi. 1 minute and change now into the international announce table, and Satoshi Tobu throwing himself into a scrapyard. Not the first time he's done that bit of a double team on Sombo no Yaiba. It's going to be hard. I think they can do it, but they got to get these guys back in the ring. Oof. Satoshi Tobu trying to go after. Wait a minute.
1 minute left.
A choking STO into the chairs in the timekeepers area. You can actually see our ring bell there. 45 seconds now, and a running headbutt takes out Tobu. Satoshi Tobu in trouble. He's down. Ikementaro on his own against these two giants. Look at that. Barely even comes up to Sombo no Yaiba's chest. Irish whip into that rounded off ring post. That'll knock you. It won't cut you open, though. 20 seconds remaining. This is going to go to a draw. But any even flash pin would get an extra point here. Right now, the Black Tigers are the only ones to pick up a point. Oh, no. But no, they were out of time. We're out of time. Damn it. The Black Tigers, even though they don't look like winners right now, coming away with a win. Well, you can see it in front of you, folks. I have no idea what the hell is about to happen.
The following contest is... I don't even know what's going on here, I'll be honest. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from wherever, representing whoever. Freshly squeezed, Orange Cassidy.
Much to the surprise of the entire internet, Orange Cassidy recently turning 40 years old. And he has made the big time in professional wrestling, a former two-time AEW International Champion, becoming nearly synonymous with that belt. Unfortunately, his best friends of many years recently shattered with the betrayal of Trent Beretta. And he decided, you know what, I've had a terrible month. I want to do something fun. I'm going to go to the AWL and I'm going to challenge Fire Ant. Now, Orange Cassidy did have some time in the Chikara promotion. He was part of the Gentleman's Club during the Challenge of the Immortals tournament. And while, of course, they did face off against Amastas's Battle Hive, I don't believe they ever wrestled one-on-one. The format of that tournament was a bit weird, so I actually kind of liked it. I wish they had a chance to go back to it. I've missed this music so much.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from the Anthill, representing the colony, the hot property, Fire Ant.
I can tell you that Fire Ant has competed in the AWL before. He does not have a great record here. 3 wins and 11 losses. So a ratio of -8, though he is not a member of our full-time roster. We do keep records of our special guests. Orange Cassidy, Fire Ant. These should be 2 very different approaches to professional wrestling. Oh, Quebradora backbreaker. Starting off immediately, the Lucha Libre. Oh, and just trying to go to sleep. Just want to relax. People call Orange Cassidy lazy. I refer to him as the world's most efficient professional wrestler. Just sit back and watch this, folks. Springboard, high, cross, body. Fire Ant, as he always does, flying around that ring. 30 seconds in now. And already we've seen the difference in the styles of both of these individuals. Between this man and this insect. Stomped by Fire Ant, up and down. Huracanrana, takedown. I know, it's not technically, but moving on. Yeah, the actual word Huracanrana has a specific meaning, and that's not it. I don't care, I'm not that much, I'm pedantic, I'm not that pedantic. 9 minutes now. Trying to take out the legs of Orange Cassidy, trying to take away those ever-deadly kicks from the orange one, and a knee DT on the outside, 20 count on the outside, with both men familiar with the Chikara rules set, which was part of the inspiration for the AWL rules. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family on the call. A fair and even count here. What do we... Oh no, Orange Destroyer! And Fire Ant in trouble. Now, Fire Ant has a history of injuries to his antennae, which I don't know how aware Orange Cassidy is of Fire Ant's history. But that can be taken advantage of right now. Another head scissor, another Hurricanrana with 8 minutes on the clock. Oh, just trying to kick him away. Oh! Arm drag by Fire Ant. into the crowd barricade. And this is our padded crowd barricade, thankfully. Oof. Oh, and again, he grabs at his antenna. Did you see that? Byron grabbing at the antenna, possibly aggravating an old injury. Byron's been mostly inactive for a few years. I think nursing those antennae injuries. Vertical suplex. Decides to procrastinate a little bit going down. Very Orange Cassidy, in my opinion. Orange Cassidy in the Animated Wrestling League. And this is technically a match featuring wrestlers. Orange Cassidy, technically a wrestler over on AWL Strong and Free, but because he's not facing a Japanese wrestler, an AWL Hontai opponent, he was allowed to fly over and do this. So this is not violating the AWL brand extension. Orange Cassidy, not with a great record in the AWL either. 4-7 in the company. Ratio of -3. Looking to... Oh, and there's a snapping super kick. Looking for a German or maybe a backdrop. As Orange Cassidy about to fly off. Maybe the most efficient splash. Yes, it is, but oh, face first into the floor. No, face first, I should say, into the canvas. Irish whip. Collar and elbow tie-up. Vertical suplex. No. Grabs the fisherman. Going to go for a small package drive. No, perfect flex. Doesn't hold for the bridge. I think Orange Cassidy felt the foot of Fireman bounce off of the rope, so he knew not to go for a cover there. Wait a minute. Beach break! Is that gimmick infringement? Think about that for a second, folks. Drags away from the ropes. There will be no rope break. 1, 2... But just took a little too long. Fireman kicks out with authority, sending Orange Cassidy flying and maybe breaking that demeanor of his. The crowd chanting that they are not worthy. I disagree. You are extremely worthy. You are a wrestling fan. Into the cover on a second beach break. 1, 2. He's not kicking out of a second. Orange Cassidy. Fireman quickly back to his feet, but it's too little, too late. The beach break, winning the match for the man who does not have a catchphrase.
Here's your winner, for Ashley Street, Orange Cassidy.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have just been witness to a happening. I don't know what happened, but something happened, and that was it, therefore a happening. Someone told me to strike a pose, I guess. Well, ganbatte kudasai.
第3試合60分勝負 NJPW Strong 無差別級選手権試合 The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit. The NJPW Strong Openweight Championship.
Some congratulations to our bilingual ring announcer there. Andre the Giant Panda, a recent graduate from the AWL Dojo, comes into this match. Let me just double check here. Another Strong and Free wrestler facing off against Eddie Kingston, who also these days competes in AWL Strong and Free, though he's competed for us in Japan in the past. Andre the Giant Panda, 3-1 in his very young AWL career. This is his debut season, and he could walk out of this match as a champion, but not for the AWL. I'd like to thank Tanahashi Hiroshi and the rest of the NJPW management for once again allowing the War King, Eddie Kingston, to defend the Strong Openweight Championship here in this venue. Forbidden doors are falling all over the wrestling world. And there he is, And that song just really states the philosophy, the lifestyle of Eddie Kingston. The world is cold, better knuckle up. Former Ring of Honor World Champion, former AEW Continental Champion, first ever, former and first ever Chikara Grand Champion. He is the last of a dying breed. He is the King of Diamonds. He is the King of Ashes. He is the local boy made good. And he is a strong champion, willing to take on all comers. First of 4 championship matches tonight. And you see at the strong openweight title, we now take you to ringside for the official introductions.
Introducing first the challenger, fighting out of Beijing, China, Andre the Giant Panda. And his opponent is the reigning and defending NJPW Strong Openweight Champion. He is the last of the dying breed, the War King, the King of the Bums. Don't tell him I said that. Eddie Kingston. This is officially sanctioned NJPW Strong Openweight Championship match under the auspices of Shinihon Pro-Wrestling. Tanahashi Hiroshi Shocho presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL official Joey Babaganoush in charge. Senior official, shoot, it's gonna hurt me for years now.
The official holds that title high so the crowd knows this is what is on the line right now. Senior official Joey Babaganoush has been fully briefed on New Japan rules. 20 count on the outside, 60-minute time limit in title matches, or special singles matches, whatever the heck that means. And something that's almost certainly going to play into this, given the proclivities of both combatants. While there is technically a disqualification rule, and you can win the title on disqualification, New Japan referees basically never disqualify anyone in a title match. So I would consider this to be a de facto no DQ match. The title will also change hands in the event of a countout. That's how the, last I looked, reigning NJPW IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Cho won that title. Kingston falling to Andre the Giant Panda a couple of weeks ago in a Team AEW, which was himself, Orange Cassidy, and Danhausen. Love that Danhausen. Who I believe just picked up a title in the Independents in America, so congratulations to him. I'm not sure. There was some controversy about that, apparently. Anyway, Eddie Kingston was teamed up with Orange Cassidy and Danhausen and lost to a trio, including Andre the Giant Panda, who did pin Eddie Kingston after a massive power slam. Shades of the Junkyard Dog's thump power slam. Our first ever Chinese national to compete in the Animated Wrestling League. Collar and elbow tie-up, and there's the headbutt already. Less than 2 minutes into this, and less than 3 minutes into this, Eddie Kingston is already bleeding from the headbutt. Normally that would be a fine, but not under New Japan rules. They say in Japan it's a sport. I frankly agree. But we want to see winners and losers. We want to see who is the toughest. We want to see, appropriate to this championship, who is the strongest. And right now it looks like Andre the Giant Panda. Now, many wrestlers would be a little flummoxed, a little verklempt, if you will, fighting a giant panda. But this guy, Eddie Kingston, a Chikara original, he fought guys like, did he ever fight Dragon? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think he did. But he faced off against Moscow, the Communist Bovine. He faced off against Private Eye. He faced off against a sentient ear of corn once. Or at very least shared a locker room with a sentient ear of corn. And there's an implant DDT on the outside, 15. Title can change hands here. There's no champion's advantage in NJPW rules, but there we go. Well, there's one advantage. In the event of a 60-minute Broadway, the title is retained. 1. Kingston looking to get violent here, as he always does. But he will protect that strong openweight championship as long as he can. Not only is it the last title that he has at the moment, that's the one that means that he has fulfilled his wrestling dreams. Everyone talks about how wrestling is a business, but every wrestler gets into this. Yeah, some get into it just to make money, but the greats get into it because they love it. And Eddie Kingston, for all of his virtues and vices, he loves professional wrestling. Up, down, oh, big back body drop, and he went a good 10 feet in the air. Good grief. Hip toss by Andre the Giant Panda. And now, oh, stomping away, crotch to the back of the head. You gotta be careful, you damage the crotch of a giant panda, that's an international incident waiting to happen. That's okay, he probably wasn't gonna breed anyway. 55 minutes and change remaining now. Choke bomb! And that could be it. That could be the end of Eddie Kingston's Triple Crown reign, the last vestiges. But no, Kingston gets the shoulder up right before that final and fatal 3 count could be registered. I have gone through so many lozenges in the last hour. Oh! Forearm strike, trying to hit the Hurricane, the back fist to the future. But instead goes for a series of clotheslines, catches the leg sweep. Kingston coming out on top, at least at this moment. And Hurricane! He has to angle it up. That's going to reduce some of the power. But 1, 2, no. Like I said, anytime you've got to aim a punch up, you're fighting gravity. Gonna go for it again. Hurricane! Back fist to the future. Give my regards to Archibald Peck. No! Good grief. 54 minutes and 20 seconds roughly remaining. Not 1, but 2 back fists. Eddie Kingston's going to have to get creative. He's going to have to go deep into the playbook here. Or he's going to have to get this to the outside where he can get a little more violent. Hot shot right across that top strand. Stomping away now. And a blatant chokehold here. The referee should say something, but again, New Japan never disqualifies in a title match, and I think Andre the Giant Panda may have just made a fatal mistake. Eddie Kingston, not a man you want to give the ability to brawl on the outside. This man will think nothing of going backstage, grabbing a can of gasoline and a lighter to win a wrestling match. I am not making that up. He's done that. There's the thump. The Giant Panda slam that beat Eddie Kingston in that trios match a couple of weeks ago. Andre the Giant Panda looking to finish off Eddie Kingston here. He's going to need something else, a giant splash. That could do it. Kingston in trouble. You shouldn't have wasted time partially standing up. That indecisiveness could be fatal. No! Eddie Kingston able to get up, and it's that split-second hesitation. Oh, no. Oh, I thought he was going to try and climb the rope and do something really stupid. Wait a minute, Eddie Kingston now in trouble as the hardware finally coming out again. And this time it's the ladder right to the face of Kingston, who's already busted open from the head. Eddie Kingston trying to block the strikes here. He does so. The 20 count has begun again, and I have to remind you this because it's rare in professional wrestling that I have to say this. The title can change hands on a count out. But you can only win the match in the ring. Andre gonna try and fly. Oh! That's impressive. Big splash and a big squat. He does not try to defeat him with sitting. Thank you for that. I really hate when wrestlers try to win matches with sitting. Big splash again, but the knees are up, the knees are up, the knees are up. Eddie Kingston, veteran instincts. Remember, Andre the Giant, less than a year pro. This is his debut season of the Animated Wrestling League, and he not only made the card of the Golden War, one of our more prestigious events of the year, but he is competing for a championship. He is representing the entire league right now. Oh no. This shouldn't happen inside the ring. Andre's thinking about it. Does he really want to try and cave a man's skull in? He does, but he misses. Not the first time in this match, and hesitation's been the problem. Eddie, however, will have no such compulsion. Oh! The referee... Okay, I know, New Japan never disqualifies in a title match, but... Joey, this is ridiculous. Okay, he just threw the stairs at him. Collar and elbow tie-up. Face... Oh, jeez, right into the corner. Right into the corner of those steel steps. Oh, come on, Eddie. That man is an endangered species. Dragon screw leg whip, and again into the edge of those steel steps. They're hollow. They're not solid metal. Obviously, you can see under them. But that is still a painful shot. Hurricane! Third or fourth hurricane of the match, but 1, 2, and 3. That does it. Eddie Kingston has once again retained the New Japan Strong Openweight Championship with a back fist to the future.
Here is your winner and still NJPW Strong Openweight Champion, the War King, Eddie Kingston.
Announcer has the same problem with the throat that I do, by the way. What a coincidence. Up next, the highest ranked team in AWL Hontai challenges for the World's Tag Team Championship. This match not a part of the Tigers' War.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, one submissionary knockout to decide the winner, and it is for the Animated Wrestling League World Tag Team Championship.
However, the Black Tigers, who competed in our opening Scramble match, and we're the only team to come away with a win, incidentally. If the Unified School of the Tiger style, the False Tiger and the Traitor, as far as at least Giant Tiger is concerned, if they were to come away with a victory tonight, if they were to come away with the World's Tag Team titles around their waists, you just know that would piss off the Black Tigers, and that would bring the World's Tag Team titles into the Tigers' War. But it might also be a case of too much on the plate, because the end of the season is always the busy time of year for the Tag Team Champions. As we clear the board and get ready for the new season with new rankings in the Tag Team division, lots of title defenses coming up over the next month or two. And that's got to be going through the minds of this team, the reigning and defending Tag Team Champions of the World. Matt Classic 2 on the left, his father, Matt Classic Sr. on the right. Matt Classic Sr., a Season 0 original of the Animated Wrestling League, the world's oldest active professional wrestler. He has been wrestling since Sorry, throat's still bothering me. Brought his son into wrestling. His son takes a bit more of a modern path, but these two are plain, old-fashioned American wrestlers. No W involved here. These are wrestlers. R-A-S-S L-E-R-S. And no, that's not spellcasting. The oldest active championship in the Animated Wrestling League. And one of my favorite belt designs that we've ever come up with here. I really love the yin-yang aspect of that.
Introducing first the challengers, fighting out of and accompanied by the Unified School of the Tiger Style. Tag team combination of Tiger Moss 2, Tiger the Dark. Together they are number 2 rank in the AWL Best 4, Tiger Moss Domaru. And their opponents, they are the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Tag Team Champions of the World. Tonight, making their 3rd title defense, Matt Classic 2, House Classic. This is an officially sanctioned World's Tag Team Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. The sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Obaganuch in charge.
Second of 4 title matches tonight, then the first from the Animated Wrestling League. Joshi Championship and Grand Championship to be contested a little bit later, but 30 minutes on the clock. Bang the gong. We are on AWL rules in effect. Matt Plastic immediately earns himself a fine. And then tags his kid in. Matt is just at that I no longer give a flip aspect of his career. He just wants to tag with his son, being the first ever AWL Intergenerational Tag Team Champions. A tag is made to Tiger the Dark now, and Tag Kogeki double arm ringer, followed by stereophonic kicks to the stomach. Thankfully, no history of diverticulitis in the Classic family. But now, going for a ripcord knee into the cover. Tiger the Dark could... Well, he comes very close to bringing gold into the Unified School of the Tiger Style in less than a minute. The referee takes a bit of a tumble as well, though that I believe is being ruled incidental contact, and therefore not illegal. Falcon's Arrow by the Innovator as he tags out to the inventor of professional wrestling, Matt Classic Sr. You know, I mean, that's why we call a great wrestling match, we call it a Matt Classic, because it's named after Matt Classic. That's just how that works. Obviously, the wrestler came first and then the terminology. Irish whip. Oh! Spin kick right to the face, and he had a good bit of thrust on that as well. Tiger the Dark mainly acts as a tag team wrestler, but he's one of the best competitors in the AWL. But now in the ring, Tiger Mask 2, the greatest wrestler to never hold the AWL Grand Championship, though he has contested for it several times. Collar and elbow tie-up, practitioner of the wild style of Tiger style wrestling. Cabrador backbreaker, 360 backbreaker, makes another tag. Both teams seem to be going with the frequent tag model of tag team wrestling. This is contrasted with the other usual technique of keeping a guy fresh on the outside as long as possible and trying to prevent tags on the other side. Matt Classic 2 now going after the left leg of Tiger the Dark. The Classic family offense does tend to usually build around the Classic Claw, which is a strike to the head primarily. Tag Kogeki opportunity. Going up. Boom! Big boot combination. The atomic drop grandfathered in as somehow not a low blow. No tag here, but a tornado DDT with a little bit of a push-off from the ropes. And now Black Tiger drop. Leading into Hisatsuwaza Darkness to Doraiba. One broken up. Instantly, both of these teams seem to be going full bore here. Uh-oh. Looks like blood shed on the side of House Classic. The champion's in trouble. Dropkick. No connect. They did not connect. Matt Classic Sr., the veteran of veterans, his instincts allowing him to roll away. Cover here, very close to the ropes, however. 1. Matt Classic Sr. now on the attack. I think he's realized in the last couple of minutes, wait a minute, we do have to take these guys seriously, or we're going to lose the tag team titles. I'm not going to duck in, hit a headbutt, get myself fined, and get the hell out, because it's funny. Tag made now to Junior, Tiger the Dark, and Matt Classic 2, your legal combatants. You can tell Matt Classic 2, he's the one who wears elbow pads and knee pads, because he's smart. Matt Classic Sr., one of the only wrestlers in the AWL to receive special dispensation to not follow our mandatory knee pad rule. Going, oh, great counter into the ministerial suplex. Not going to bother with the cover here because Matt Classic 2 already all tied up in the ropes. But the, shot you don't see coming, the knockout blow forces Matt Classic 2 out of the ring. And I think he may have just been knocked loopy. He's aiming for the wrong Tiger now. Tiger the Dark throwing everybody around. In and out to reset the count. 1, and... a little bit of revenge, a bit of a receipt from earlier. The same move that forced Matt Classic 2 out of the ring. Uh-oh. Oh, what is this going to be? German! Out of the electric chair position. Great athleticism from Tiger the Dark as we're 5 minutes into the 30-minute time limit for this contest. And up and down. Another factor I hadn't thought about. You see Tiger Mask 3 in the background there. There he is next to Spring Tiger. He's got a match a little bit later tonight against his former tag team partner, his former co-champion, and his brother, Black Tiger Justice, as part of the Tigers War. Oh, running knee strike, Junior in trouble. But a single leg drop kick floors Tiger the Dark. These two great tag teams, some of the greatest tag teams we've ever seen in the long history of the Animated Wrestling League. And as I mentioned earlier, the AWL World Tag Team titles, the longest running tag team, the longest running title in the Animated Wrestling League. As a matter of fact, House Classic, the 41st tag team champions. Tiger Mask W looking to become the 42nd tag team champions. Most recently, Tiger Mask W with a... hang on, cover here. 1. Most recently, Tiger Mask W were the 36th tag team champions. Defeated Monster Union for the titles before being defeated 6 defenses later by the Tiger Brothers. Matt Classic 2 looking for the claw, isn't going to get it. As the Tiger's claws come out, up, down! Oh, I thought he was going to go for a Black Tiger Buster. He thought better of it. And now, Darkness Driver into the cover, but very close to the ropes. The referee is going to count it. 1, 2, no! Somehow, the younger Classic kicks out of the Darkness Driver. Just over 22 minutes left on the clock here, folks. As we're looking... no, we're not going to... oh, wait a minute. Sorry, Tiger the Dark. I thought was going to go for a tag there. Did not do so in the end. It's still Matt Classic 2. And another ministerial suplex. The tag is made. In comes Matt Classic Sr. And then, boom! Flies through the air with the greatest of ease. Kicks the man in the face. Both of these teams have been off consistency so far. Tag into Tiger Mask 2. But wait a minute, goes for a classic claw. That's the Wild style. Doing something insulting and dangerous and quite possibly successful. The son comes in to save the father, who is now not happy, aims another one of those spine-inducing headbutts, doesn't connect. What's this going to be? Oh! GTS into a German? What the hell is he doing? And springboard high cross body block from one of the pioneers of Lucha Reste. Tiger, suplex, corridor. 1. No, again the son comes in to save his father. Over the top rope, down to the floor. That will not happen again. If Tiger Mask 2 can capitalize, and quickly, I do not think he can right now. Across the hypotenuse into the splash. Taught that to a young kid named Steve once upon a time, I believe. And there's the power slam he taught to the Junkyard Dog. 1, 2. And there's a classic whoop. It's on the wrong man. It's on the illegal fighter. The referee said there's no submission there. No submission, no TKO. But the referee will also not be initiating a disqualification 5 count to an unconscious wrestler. Cover. 1. Kicking Tiger the Dark out of the way. 2. Close, but almost new tag team champions. Tiger suplex hold.
10 minutes left.
Broken up before the referee can even get into position. Again, the son saving the father about the 3rd time, trying to surpass the Tiger's gauntlets. But no, a great counter. Great counter wrestling by Matt Classic. Former AWL World's Champion. Back before our heavyweight and light heavyweight titles were unified. And of course, Matt Classical, also the 24th AWL Grand Champion. A title that he won only 2 years ago at this very event. It was at the Golden War 2022. He defeated Gambahishi Dark for the AWL Grand Championship. He would lose the title to Project Tetsu, so he's used to dealing with more than human wrestlers, so he can more than handle some tigers. Legal combatants right now are Tiger Mask 2 and Matt Classic Sr., the one without the knee pads. And another headbutt. I don't know if that's desperation or what, and now going for a choke slam, but no. Very modern move to his mind, the choke slam. The sun slides out, we're back into the 1, 2. The defense by Tiger the Dark was not in time there. With about 18.5 minutes on the clock, remember in the event of a time limit draw, the title will remain with the champions. Quebradora backbreaker. And the Tiger looking for the... He steps back, he always does that before Tiger Breaker. A move that he innovated into the golden school of the Tiger style years ago. Still one of his most powerful maneuvers. Matt Classic gonna have to shake off the pain that's got to be shooting up and down his spine right now. Up, down, with an excellent throw. And notice how Tiger Mask is trying to position himself between his opponent and the corner, but he gets a little too close to the corner. Loses the waist lock. Still trying to prevent the tag. Up and down. Uranagi. Full rotation on that. But unfortunately, that allows the tag. Matt Classic Sr. is out. Matt Classic 2 is in. Tiger suplex hold countered into a heck of a hip toss there. Oh, wait a minute. Just dragging the face. Now remember, we wrap electrical tape or vinyl tape around those ropes. So that's like running your face across a cheese grater. The mask provides some protection, but not much. You get one of those lips between the rolls of tape into your eyes, and that's going to be very serious. And senior official Joey Baba Ganoush, the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, is down and out right now. Modern generation airplane spin. As the referee back to his feet just in time for the classic claw. But wait a minute, no, somebody's not legal. I think I got that wrong. Tiger the Dark, not legal. Ripcord into a rolling Pele kick. At least I think. Who is legal here? I've completely lost track of this, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully the referee knows who the legal tiger is. I believe it might be Tiger Mask 2. We'll see if the referee starts it. No, won't have a chance. Yeah, I gotta believe there's no disqualification. 5 count started. Your legal combatants are Tiger Mask 2 and Matt Classic 2. Super kick, shedding blood as Spring Tiger watches on. A former AWL, a former champion in Joshi division, I'll just say. Coming up here. Wait a minute, Darkness Driver. No, reverse. Oh! I don't even know what's going on right now. I still believe yes, it's Tiger Mask 2 and Matt Classic 2 are your legal fighters. Modified Sling Blade Facebuster, the wild style, on display. Cover for the one, far away but not far enough. Even through all this chaos, the Tigers have Matt Classic 2 isolated in their corner.
Choose open kick, 15 minutes past.
And now some joint manipulation going for the wrist joint here. That's legal. Halfway through the time limit, that's going to hopefully light a fire under the Tigers. At this point, time is not on their side. Tiger Stupidex hold on. Referee in position for the 1, 2, the bridge broken. Over the top rope, down to the floor. The Tiger style was never originally designed for tag team wrestling. As Tiger Mask 2 fails to surpass his Tiger Gods. Oh, what the hell was that? Did he just hit him with his penis? First Fire Ant is wrestling Orange Cassidy, and now this. I genuinely have no idea what's happening. Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else, I have no idea what's going on in my own wrestling show right now. But God, I love professional wrestling. I may be sick, my throat may be shot, tomorrow's gonna be hell at work. And I am not ready for it, but this is pro freaking wrestling. We're up to 6. Referee restarts the count. Hard shot, forearm strike, legal blow right to the back of the head. And remember, we are not doing New Japan rules in this match. It's AWL rules. That means the title does not change head to the outside. Oh, Jesus! Powerbomb suplex from the innovator of professional wrestling right into the sheet metal. At the end of that LED ramp of ours. Uranagi received right onto that same steel. 13 minutes remain. We're nearly halfway through the 20 count. And the Tiger either decided... No, he decided to make a tag. He knows a count out doesn't win you the tag team titles. It'll probably keep you in the best 4 because the champions didn't technically beat you. Count is up to 12. Tiger Mask 2 is down on the outside. Tiger the Dark feeling the effects of this match, I think. Collar Nobutai, both legal combatants are back in the ring. Hurricane Rana. No, wait a minute. He steps forward. He counters into a Styles clap. An improvised counter that leads to the Darkness Driver, but way too close to his own corner. Broken up before the referee can even get to 1. But Matt Classic 2 is not recovering quickly here. Single hook, modification, I think, of the Black Tiger Buster. Less than 12 now. As Spring Tiger and Tiger Mask 3, who will be wrestling Black Tiger Justice a little bit later tonight in our semi-final. Going back. Oof. There's a brawl on the outside. This is one-on-one for the moment. Wait a minute, the classic claw is locked in. The classic claw is locked in. There's a tap. He's tapping on the top of his head. As the William Tell Overture echoes throughout the AWL Arena, the Golden War heralding our tag team champions.
Here are your winners, and still Animated Wrestling League Tag Team Champions of the World, House Classic.
An incredible, unbelievable tag team match. But coming up next for the World's Tag Team Champions, it's T49P. Will that team include the Grand Champion? We'll find out later tonight. Man, it just seems like these two cannot stay away from each other.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, one submission or a knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League Joshi Championship.
Our penultimate championship match of the evening. Akira Merune, looking to regain what she understandably considers to be her AWL Joshi Championship. She is a Triple Crown winner. A Triple Crown champion in the Animated Wrestling League. She's a former Joshi champion, former Joshi Tag Team champion, former Intercontinental champion. And she is right now mathematically guaranteed to be competing in the Natsu Taikai, hopefully aiming to become the first female Grand Slam champion in the history of the league. But right now, she has to get past a young lioness. In Wakazaki Ai's very first match in the Animated Wrestling League on the main roster after graduating from the AWL Dojo, she not only beat Akira Merune, the Mistress of 1,000 Holds, she made the submissions expert submit. That is a huge deal. And now the young woman who carried that AWL Joshi Championship into her high school gymnasium for her graduation, now looking to cement her legacy as the Puroresu prodigy of the Animated Wrestling League Joshi division. The fans love seeing Wakazaki Ai with that signature red leather of the Joshi division. And once again, we take you to ringside for our official introductions.
Introducing first the challenger, coming out of Tokyo, Japan, the Mistress of 1,000 Holds, Akira Merune. And her opponent, she is the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Joshi champion, tonight making her third title defense, Puroresu prodigy, Wakazaki Ai. This is an officially sanctioned Joshi Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding, and the sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Wakanushi in charge.
Two Tokyo girls ready to go at it for the AWL Joshi Championship, a true top title in all of women's professional wrestling. Bang the gong, we are on. I think our timekeeper jumped the gun a little bit there, but that's what's going to count. That clock up on the upper, I believe that's on the right, yeah, on the right-hand side of your YouTube window. That's the official time here. Wakazaki Ai with a great arm drag with a little bit of a monkey flip takeover there, keeping the challenger off of her feet. Akira Merune defeated Spring Tiger in a match where there had to be a winner. It was a must-be-a-winner contest just last week in order to earn this championship opportunity. And now, going off of the leg makes sense. You want, target a limb, go for it. And we're going to step through here and... oh! Hard knee break. And straight into the cover. Now, that's a psychological cover. Wakazaki Ai knew That wasn't going to get the 3 count, but that was going to send a message. That was going to discombobulate. That was going to scare, maybe, the Mistress of 1,000 Holds. Oh, wait a minute. Tiger Bomb! And, jumping, snapping Inzagiri. And now a psychological cover of her own here by Akira Merune, also only getting a 1. So both of these women, they are jockeying for position. They are jockeying for psychological advantage, material, and position. Going up, body slam with what looked like a bit of a hammerlock there. Wakazaki returns to the ring, and notice the height differential, the age, the experience differential. Absolutely incredible in this match. Drop down, leapfrog combination. Oh, and she hits a Japanese arm drag on the way out. Love it. Wakazaki, who comes into this match with a respectable win-loss record of 11-6 in the Animated Wrestling League, including her 2 previous defenses of the Joshi Championship. So she's at +5. Akira Merune at +37. 69 wins, 32 losses. Like I said, mathematically guaranteed to compete in the tournament. Wakazaki I'm a little less sure about. Though a win here would certainly help her. Not to mention, of course, retaining the championship. On the outside, the referee starts the 20 count. Technically, that's only to the advantage of the champion. But as much damage as can be done on the outside, it's not a bad strategy for a challenger. Coming up next, we've got the Tiger Brothers exploding Tigers War match. And then 2 out of 3 falls. The Canadian National Championship will be cashed in. And the AWL Grand Championship will be defended. That's going to be the main event, as it should be, the Grand Championship in the main event of the Supercard, the Golden War 2024. Rolling in. And, whoop. Bit of a missed time there maybe by Wakazaki, but still able to take advantage. Nice drop kick. Great height on that drop kick. Remember, she's not a tall woman. Good wrestling takedown there with the waist lock. And now Wakazaki getting ready for something. What's this gonna be? Touch of love. Into the cover. 1, 2. The touch of love, she calls that move. She's also got her deadly Wakazaki lock that she submitted Akira Merune with in the past. An attempted a cross arm breaker, but a great grab for the ropes by the champion. Good ring awareness by young Wakazaki. And now, what is this going to be? She's got a great spin kick. No! That tornado. The Goozle! The Goozle! The Goozle! We could have a new champion on the Goozle! Akira Merune, one of the only wrestlers in the world precise enough to be able to use the Goozle as a legal chokehold. But the champion gets out of it. And now she needs to put some distance between herself and the challenger. Misses with that knee lift. The challenger puts on the brakes. Dropped out. Wait a minute, a sharpshooter. Very close to the ropes, however. But a bit of an insult, as we've seen Akira Merune using the sharpshooter. Wakazaki reminding that she was the one that beat the undefeated streak of Amy Wade, and Eye of the Beholder, and that's it, a knockout. Let's check this out. I've been told she calls that the Eye of the Beholder.
Here's your winner, and still Animated Wrestling League Joshi Champion, Wakazaki.
3 successful title defenses for the youngest champion in the Animated Wrestling League, only 18 years of age. taking a moment to soak in her well-earned victory. I hate that it's come to this, but this match was inevitable.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall in the Tigers 4, and it is brother versus brother. Introducing first into the ring, the European Brother Tigers will the next generation, Tiger Mom 3.
There you see on the screens, wrestling fans, the record of the Tigers War, the unified school of the Tiger style with a very slight advantage, but this is neck and neck. On paper, Tiger Mask 3 will be looking to extend that advantage, but this is about so much more than putting a point on a scoreboard. This is about betrayal. This is about revenge. Dare I say, for Tiger Mask 3, this match is all about justice. You are 10 years too early to face me.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring from the black school of the Tiger style. Black Tiger Justice.
Last month at Sakuramania Wrestle Genesis, the third man of the Black School of the Tiger style, the third male Black Tiger, was revealed to be Black Tiger Justice himself, back from injury after being sent through the roof of the Hell in a Cell structure down to the canvas, through the ring practically, by Gambahishi Dark. He was out of action for most of a season, returning not to the Tiger Brothers, not to the Unified School of the Tiger style, returning to the Black School. He's been talking a lot of trash about how he has truly found his family, he's found his true destiny. But, somewhat notably in my opinion, silent on his way to the ring tonight. The most successful tag team of the Animated Wrestling League, most wins of a single tag team title reign, face off against each other. No words left to exchange. And oh, spin kill! Good grief! Both dodge the initial attack. These two that travel together, train together, won titles, defended titles together, earned their stripes together, literally up, down, all around, into the DDT, the first solid contact of the match. Couple of hard shots there, elbow strike down on the head, 9.5 minutes, running into a cutter. Springboard from the bottom rope into the Poison Rana. Both men hitting some of their hardest moves right from the get-go here. This is not going to be a scientific wrestling match. It's going to be two people who are trained in a specific combat sport trying to hurt each other. It's often been said of professional wrestlers, if they weren't in the ring competing, they'd be out doing serial killing. If they weren't wrestlers, they'd be convicts. I think that's the situation here. Oh wait a minute, Black Tiger Justice now going for the inescapable Black Tiger Salt. The Golden Tiger knows it's coming, but he knows he cannot escape it. Into the cover, can he kick out of it, however? 1, 2, shoulder up. 85 seconds into the match, and this is where we are. The Tiger going up again. He's thinking for a no, he's thinking leg draw. Oh, that's gonna mess up your coccyx. Tiger Mask 3. He's got to be thinking Tiger Driver. No, he's thinking Black Tiger Buster. Trying to reclaim the move that won them so many matches as the Tiger Brothers. And now a drop kick right to the back of the head. 2 minutes in and they're getting a fight forever chant? This match is being contested as it should be under traditional AWL rules. A proper one-on-one wrestling contest between these two. Oh, wait a minute. Tiger Mask 3 saying, "Don't make me run at you. Come on in and fight. Do you still have the courage?" No, he doesn't. To the outside goes Black Tiger Justice. Hard shot here. Go. Oh, leg drop. With the arm hook, making it harder to brace yourself. Oh, no. Right into the crowd barricade. You could tell the evil intentions in just the body language of TM3. TM3 v BTJ, I should say. This is a highly initialed contest. DDT, low DDT. And into the cover with a quick rope break. The referee saw it, waved it off, didn't even bother getting into position for the count, didn't need to. And there we go, Tope con Hero, a little bit of an assist from the ropes. But it hits flush. And once again, these two try to kick and dive at each other at the same time, and they both wind up missing. No Black Tigers or Golden Tigers at ringside. I think that was a decision... I don't know who made that decision. It might have been an edict from the AWL Commissioner. I don't know. Normally, these kind of matches, you'd have the whole army out here. But these two need to settle it one-on-one. I mean, properly. One-on-one. Hard punch to the stomach, and once again, drops him. I don't know, does that move have a name of Tiger Mask 3? I'm not entirely sure. There we go, wheelbarrow, boom. I believe known as a Tijeras into the Bulldog. And now Black Tiger, but no, up, up, down, all around, up, counter, stunner. Thought he was going for the Black Tiger Buster on the outside. Now remember, 20 count on the outside, snap and superplex. X-plex. This match can end by a count out. Ooh! Backdrop driver. Good extension on that by Black Tiger Injustice. We probably should be calling him, but that's a little too obvious. And he would never call himself that. He believes he has found the true justice in service of the Black Tiger Queen. Into the cover. Has he proven himself? 1, 2.
Open Keika, 5 minutes past.
Halfway through the time limit now. Black Tiger Buster! That is not only going to hurt your stomach, knock the wind out of you, that hurts the heart of Tiger Mask 3, but no, he's able to kick out of it! That is the best move of Black Tiger Justice. And his erstwhile tag team partner, his brother, still in arms. The Tiger's maw clamped around the throat of his own brother. This hurts so much. These two broke into professional wrestling together. They trained together under Tiger Mask 2 and Tiger the Dark. They were the proof that the unified school of the Tiger style could work. His entire career, Black Tiger Justice has been saying he wanted to bring honor and glory to the name of the Black Tiger, to not be associated with treason and villainy. What the hell happened? He claims it's because he was ignored by the team when he was out with injury, but I don't believe that for a second. Next Generation, Tiger's feint kick. Over the top rope and down into the cover. Tiger's feint kick for the 1, 2, 3. That does it. Tiger Mask 3, the Tiger roars.
Here is your winner, Tiger Mask 3.
The battle is won, but the war shall continue. Main event Grand Champion, CNC, Canadian National Champion. This is what you've been waiting for. Let's hit the music! God, I love this song.
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for 2 out of 3 falls for the Animated Wrestling League Grand Championship. And it is a Canadian National Championship cash-in.
Hey, wait a minute, that's Hinare. He's back.
First, he is the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion. Representing and fighting out of the United Empire. Tonight, making his first title defense, the Aerial Assassin, Will Ospreay.
As the smoke clears, the Slayer of the Dragon, St. George himself, now with 2 dragon skulls to his collection. The Emerald Dragon of the Animated Wrestling League and the American Dragon of All Elite Wrestling. The #1 contender to the AEW International Championship. He would be the first man to ever hold titles in both companies. And the fans getting into it. The fists are pumping, the crowns are up. It is by the champion's decision that he is coming out first. He wants to set the pace. He wants everybody to know that the Animated Wrestling League is his empire. He is elevating the entire sport of professional wrestling. He calls himself the greatest wrestler of the 21st century. Others call him the greatest wrestler of all time. And of course, he's the greatest in the world today. He is the AWL Grand Champion. Aaron Henare has not been cleared to compete, but he is in the corner of the team in this 2 out of 3 falls contest.
And his opponent, making his win rate from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He is cashing in his complete Canadian National Championship. The most Canadian man in the world. Kid Canada!
The last master of the dungeon, part of the final graduating class of the dungeon 1.0. He doesn't want to beat Will Ospreay, he wants to out-wrestle Will Ospreay, and he's got a good history in 2 out of 3 falls matches, having won the Grand Championship once before under those stipulations. He is contracted to AWL Strong and Free, special dispensation allowing him to compete here in Japan for the championship. The first time that belt has been seen on Japanese soil, I believe. Here we go.
This is an officially sanctioned Grand Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Popkanushi in charge.
The champion with an army behind him, the challenger, his partner not allowed to travel. Bang the gong. We are on. Kid Canada with the first strike. And again, it is 2 out of 3 falls. And that means pinfall. That means submission. That means disqualification. That means countout. However, a knockout will result in a 1-fall victory. It's 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout. Singular article. Body slam does not connect. Escape out the back by Ospreay. Fighting out of Essex, England. The guy they used to call the Commonwealth Kingpin. Founding the United Empire as part of his effort to escape the shadow of Kazuchika Okada. And unfortunately, he finds himself in AEW once again. This time directly working for Okada. Step up, twisting tornado does not connect. He needs to retire that move. Speaking of which, speaking of retired moves, we know that he has recently retired the Tiger Driver 91. He's called Storm Driver. But that's in AEW. I don't know. Will he pull it out here with a Grand Championship, a world title level belt on the line here? And this, I'm sorry, the AWL Grand Championship, as far as I'm concerned, and if you're watching this, if you've clicked subscribe, if you've hit that notification bell, you probably believe the AWL Grand Championship is the pinnacle of professional wrestling. It is a world's championship. 28 minutes, 30-minute time limit. In the event of a time limit draw, regardless of how many falls apiece, even if one wrestler is up, 1 fall to 0, hang on a second, cover here, 1, the time limit will be a draw regardless of the score, and the champion will retain. That's Will Ospreay, but he does not want his title reign to start with V1 being a time limit draw. He wants to hit that hidden blade. He wants to hit Storm Driver. Or, I don't think he wants to hit Storm Driver. He wants to hit the Storm Breaker and win this whole damn thing. Oh, wait, what's he going for now? He's not going to go for the mask, is he? No, he isn't. The forearm right across the face. He's going to do it again. A less than hidden blade. And now trapping the arms. And oh, again with these strikes to the back of the head. The forearms and elbows raining down on the back of the head from the aerial assassin. He is so deadly with those elbows. A lot of people think of Will Ospreay. Mostly people who've never actually seen him wrestle think of him as one of these high-flying, high-spot, flippy, spot monkey guys. Maybe he was that 10 years ago. Now, no. Wait a minute, Storm. Then that answers our question. The Storm Driver, Tiger Driver 91. 1, 2. And even not yet retiring that move in the Animated Wrestling League, it is not good enough for the first fall. Oh no. He's made a mistake once. Will he make it again? Up, down, and this time he connects! This time he actually connects with it. Now in front of the International Announce Table. Ospreay taking a moment. He knows he has half an hour to work with here. Oh, but Kid Canada not going out into that mess. Good to see Aaron Hanare back on his feet after, frankly, nearly dying in that dog pound cage. One of the War Dogs actually did lose his career in that match, I believe. And Canadian Destroyer. I do not have the voice to do the usual call for Canadian Destroyer. You'll just have to trust me, it's a Canadian Destroyer. 1, 2. So already, Storm Driver and the Canadian Destroyer have proven ineffective in getting the first of 2 falls needed here. Will Ospreay just seems to sweat out those Fight Forever chants, doesn't he? Oh, what's this going to be? Up! Powerbomb! Yes! Doesn't go for an immediate cover. He's thinking... Oh, he's thinking the elbow. No, he's thinking the corkscrew kick. He doesn't get it, though. Right hand. Irish whip. Leapfrog, and beautiful, beautiful arm drag takeover. Nice and tight with that into a standing star press. Who else in the world does that? Kick to the midsection. What's he going to go for here? I think he might be going... No, he's not going to go for anything. It's reversed.
Open Keika, open Keika, 5 minutes, time this.
Into a Calgary slam. We don't have an Alabama in Canada, so we'll just call that a Calgary. And up and down. Into the cover. 1, 2. Second Canadian Destroyer, second kick out by the greatest wrestler in the world. Got wrench suplexed. Oh, I think he is going to try to fly into the nest of snakes. Tope Suicida. The rest of the United Empire scatter. They support each other. They give encouragement. They do not interfere in each other's matches. And Kid Canada would do well to remember that. Oh! I thought he was going for a Rainmaker there, but he turns it into a modification of the Endless Light. Now, I'm not entirely sure. I think because Will Ospreay... Wait a minute, what's this going to be? Oh! That could have been a good cover in the ring. Now, I believe because Will Ospreay left the ring first, if we get to 20, he's the one who would be officially counted out. Or it's possible it might be ruled a double count out, in which case we would go to the third fall. But not right now. Is Will going to take... No, he's not. Elbow drop from the sky, but no. Does not connect, and that will restart the count on the outside. Vertical suplex, brain buster. Now remember, that's just some thin foam mat over the floor of a basketball court. Collar and elbow into the barricade. And remember, Kid Canada, he had to win the Canadian National Championship. He had to defend it successfully 5 times. And that all while he was also kicking Bullet Club Gold out of the AWL for once and for all. And that's just to get to this opportunity, to get to the chance to jump to the head of the line, jump past Sombo no Yaiba, jump past the rest of the best 4, and to name your stipulations, and he runs. He thought he was going to be facing the Emerald Dragon. He runs face first into St. George. Okay, someone's got to get back in the ring here. There's the corkscrew kick. My throat is hanging on by a thread, folks. Anytime you hear an awkward pause because I had to pause to go get a tea. Oh, elbow! There's the back elbow. Crowns up. The crowns are up for the United Empire. The Irish Whip is back. We're up to 16 of 20. Snap and super kick. Vertical suplex. Brain buster. Get back in the ring, Will. And is he going to? And by the 20 count, yes, he does. And that means...
Winner of the first fall, by ring out, Will Ospreay.
There is no rest period. We are immediately into fall number 2. The timer does not reset. 21 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. And now, Kid Canada is going to get desperate. He's seeing his championship dreams fly out the window with every count, every number from the referee, every time those hands go up with a different number of fingers extended. And finally, both men back in the ring. Elbow drop from the top. Vintage AWL offense rolls into the cover. Kid Canada with the 1, 2, kick out. The elbow is up. Sorry, the shoulder is up. I keep thinking elbows because we're talking about a Will Ospreay match. 20:45 here. We're going to be coming up on another time call momentarily. Kick to the midsection. Again and again and again, trying to chop down. Not a physical tree, but a metaphorical one. I think actually Kid Canada with a bit of a height advantage here, but that doesn't seem to be helping him. Oh! Hawata-esque kicks from the internationally experienced, as he calls himself, not bad for an autistic kid from Essex, England. And back to Storm Driver. The move that damn near ended the career of Bryan Danielson. The move that damn near crippled Kenny Omega. I was in the building for that one at Forbidden Door last year.
Duplicate that. 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Kick to the midsection. We're going for it again. Storm. No! Isatsuwaza. Storm. Udeka. Into the cover, but the referee sees the rope. The foot under the rope. Maybe that's the height advantage. Well, one more try. Corkscrew kick. Nails him. And he might be out. The referee's gonna... Nope, the referee says he's up. He's intelligently defending. He defends himself perfectly well. And an elbow right to the face. Going up. Backdrop. Driver. Oh, almost Morishima-esque. Up. Down. Shinjidai Sunrise. Countered. Kid Canada was never part of Shinjidai. Where the hell is he going for? Uh-oh. Running boot. Right across the masks. Not the first time he's besmirched the Canadian flag. Will Ospreay with the advantage, going for one more Tiger Driver. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Will Ospreay defends. With Tiger Driver, 91 Storm Driver, whatever you want to call it, the move, but I thought he had self-banned. But apparently not. Maybe in the AWL, he still thinks he needs it. But he gets the job done. 2-0.
Here is your winner, and still Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion, Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay celebrates as I'm about to go take a leather lozenge. My voice is about dead. Our announcer's voice is dead. Everybody's voice is dead. Have a happy Golden Week, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. This is the Animated Wrestling League. Korede Kimarida.